Black Mirror producer and co-creator Annabel Jones has revealed details about every episode of the upcoming next season of the Netflix show. Since the Season 3 episode San Junipero won 2 Emmys last month, fans have been dying to find out more about around the next installments, which should be out later this year. Jones says, "I think all the new episodes in the 4th season all feel very different. There are things we've not yet explored and genres we haven't tackled." Charlie Brooker hasn't tweeted in response to Jones' comments, and the official Black Mirror Twitter account has stayed quiet so far, but fans are getting a bit excited. Here are all the details Annabel Jones revealed to The Independent. Set in Iceland, the episode looks at a near future where memories are no longer private and can be mined by other people. Sounds a bit like Season 1 Soul destroying the entire history of you, but for the fact that the earlier episode showed recordings of earlier, but the new one has the unreliable memories themselves on offer. Andrea Riseborough plays the main character. Jodie Foster directed this one. Jones says, "It follows a mother who has a young daughter and faces that perennial question of how do you look after a child in an increasingly technical world. It taps into helicopter parenting." This is the comic alternate universe, Nosedive Xu episode. There's quite a lot of sex in it, so one to look forward to. "A big ambitious CGI romp," says Jones. The word epic is also thrown in. One to get excited about. All Jones reveals about this one is that it's in black and white, a real departure for the genre-bending Black Mirror. Jones and Brooker again finish a season on a 90-minute film, like the excellent Hated in the Nation that concluded Season 3. Jones calls the seasons closer pure popcorn, with 3 stories in one, that the viewer might well find unrelenting. Just how you want a much-anticipated season of Black Mirror to end. Black Mirror won 2 Emmys for Season 3 episode San Junipero. The series' most uncharacteristically upbeat episode, featuring 2 women falling in love, was honored with the trophies in a star-studded ceremony Los Angeles ceremony, hosted by Stephen Colbert. Charlie Brooker went on stage to pick up the awards for Outstanding TV Movie and Best Writing for a Limited Series, Movie or Drama for the 80s set romantic episode. Season 3 episode Nosedive, starring Bryce Dallas Howard, was nominated for Outstanding Cinematography. Charlie Brooker tweeted a sweet picture of San Junipero's stars, Gugu Mbatha-Raw and Mackenzie Davis, hugging while holding the award. Charlie Brooker has revealed the 3 authors who will write the first volume of the Black Mirror book, out next year. New York Times bestseller Cory Doctorow, Carnegie-nominated Claire North and Sylvain Neuvel, the author of Sleeping Giants, will pen the first 3 stories. Doctorow is a New York Times best-selling novelist, while Claire North is a pseudonym for Carnegie-nominated writer Catherine Webb, who also writes under the name Kate Griffin. Sylvain Neuvel is the author of the Themis Files trilogy, with his first novel Sleeping Giants already optioned for a film. Black Mirror San Junipero Neon, and Pound, 17, women's fitted t-shirts. San Junipero, and Pound, 16.13, t-shirts and hoodies. San Junipero Heaven is a place on earth, and Pound, 15.31, t-shirts and hoodies. Party Town, and Pound, 14.50, t-shirts and hoodies. For more check out Black Mirror on Redbubble. Speaking to Radio Times, Brooker calls Season 4 quite far out. Basically, he doesn't think any of his outlandish stories will come true. That said, he said that before and been proved wrong, the Waldo moment and Trump, anyone? And there are always news stories that make him think twice about the stories he has already written. Weirdly, there was one news story I read the other day that I thought, oh, how does that reflect on an episode we've already finished shooting? He said. There was some new discovery made. Hopefully not, but then when writing them I never think any of these are going to come true, and then it seems like some of them do. Which is a bit worrisome, generally, he continued. For this coming season they're quite far out there, so I don't envisage that being a problem. Although if that does happen, the world is really effed. Well, the world is really effed, so we'll see. Ta for cheering us up as usual, Charlie. Speaking to The Telegraph, Brooker reveals that Trump scares him more than Black Mirror ever could. They're shooting an episode in Iceland and that the world of the much-loved episode San Junipero will be making a comeback. On the Trump era, that's either going to be disgrace or war as far as I'm concerned, and that genuinely frightens the S out of me quite a lot. On San Junipero, I'm terrified of San Junipero in a way, because I think we sort of captured lightning in a bottle there. You try and think, okay, that went really well, what else can we do? He adds, I do think that at the moment, as we're doing new episodes, there's a limit to how much constant nihilistic bleakness I can take. Veteran actress Jodie Foster is set to direct an episode of Black Mirror, with Rosemarie DeWitt starring. DeWitt has starred in films such as Rachel Getting Married, 2008, Your Sister's Sister, 2011, and the 2015 remake of Poltergeist, 1982. She has also been seen on US TV in Standoff, Mad Men and United States of Terror. The new season of the science fiction anthology will begin production later this year and premiere in 2017. From 80s coming-of-age movie to Scandinoir, the genre-bending episodes cover topics like virtual reality, revenge porn and online reviews. Relationships and the damage they can cause are still at the heart of each installment, amplified as ever by more intense versions of the technology we know and love right now. Brooker even brings his own personal experience of being the subject of online backlash to the final, film-length episode, Hated in the Nation. On the edge of your seat with excitement? Can't wait to be appalled and uplifted in equal measure by a show that will stick around in your mind long after the Netflix binge is over? Read on for summaries of the first 6 episodes. If you need some help with deciding which order to binge watch the episodes in, we've got a guide for you. Wondering how other viewers have reacted? Just want to feel less alone? We've got your back. Insecure office worker Lacey, Bryce Dallas Howard, lives in a happy, smiley, status-obsessed nightmare world. Her old friend Naomi, Alice Eve, is one of society's elites, and Lacey is desperate to join her. Inspired by our current obsession with ratings, this heightened satire is set in a world where each person is tagged with a numerical rating that can fluctuate by the minute. Charlie Brooker says, Nosedive stars Bryce Dallas Howard as Lacey, a woman who lives her life trying to please everyone so that they will give her a good rating, but that soon proves soul-destroying. Thrill-seeking globetrotter Cooper, Wyatt Russell, visits Britain, hooks up with Sonia, Hannah John Kamen, and tests a video game so advanced, it's terrifying. Charlie Brooker says, Playtest is kind of a techno-horror romp, it's kind of our Evil Dead too. It partly came about because I was thinking, how would we do a haunted house in Black Mirror? I wanted to do one that was deliciously dark and also had elements of fun to it. When withdrawn 19-year-old Kinney, Alex Lawther, stumbles headlong into an online trap, he is quickly forced into an uneasy alliance with shifty Hector, Jerome Flynn, both of them at the mercy of persons unknown. Charlie Brooker says, Shut Up and Dance absolutely could happen now and today. It's not giving too much away to say that it's essentially a blackmail story about people forced to dance like puppets on strings. It's really grimy and nasty. California, 1987, San Junipero is a fun-loving beach town synonymous with sun, surf, and sex. And for recent arrivals Yorkie, Mackenzie Davis, and Kelly Gugumbatha Raw, it's going to be a life-changing summer. Charlie Brooker says, San Junipero is our most romantic episode to date. It came about because I was wondering, could we ever do a vintage episode of Black Mirror? Could we ever do one that's not set in the present day? It's very much influenced by 80s cinema and 80s pop culture. Future Soldiers Stripe, Malachi Kirby, and Rhyme.